It's day 23. I couldn't even remember. It's day 23 of a year facing fear. And tonight I did something that I think is scary. You might not think it's scary, but I went to a women's singing group on my own for the first time. And I've been watching this group on Facebook for a while and also other groups and thinking, oh my God, I would so love to do that. I'd love to be in with this group of women that is singing their heart out just for the joy of singing and connecting and making friends. But, there was something that was holding me back. And I love singing. And anybody who knows me well will know that I will sing talk. Even if I'm on a shoot and I'm directing, I'll start la da 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 da. Sometimes on stage when I'm speaking, I'll break into song. I just feel that letting it out and singing at the top of my lungs, even in the shower, even when it's out of tune, which it probably is most of the time, it's just so cathartic. It makes me feel alive. But the idea of singing in a group or auditioning for a role in musical theatre is something that now scares me, which is interesting because as a child, growing up, I was always involved in musical theatre, in acting, all the way up until I was 19. And when I was 19, I loved it. I loved it because when I was acting, when I was singing, when I was on stage, I could be someone else. And when I put on that mask, I had confidence. I wasn't thinking about who I was. I could be enveloped in this other persona that wasn't scared shit about being rejected, that didn't feel unworthy, that felt confident. And I loved her. I loved her. She felt fantastic. And so when I was 19 living in Cairns, I was part of this musical theatre. And at the time, I saw an audition come up. And I really, really wanted to do it. I had my heart set on it. And I didn't have a lot of money back then, but I scrounged up all my pennies and I went and found myself a vocal coach because I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to go for this, I want to be prepared and I know that there'll be a lot of great singers there. And so I want to give myself the best chance and also confidence because I was really, really nervous. And so I went to this vocal coach and with my music in my hand, and I remember being so nervous because when you want something so badly, when you've sort of psyched yourself up and you've imagined yourself in this role, and then the day approaches, and the closer it gets, all of the excitement, all of the energy that you had around it. For me, anyway, in this particular case, I found myself starting to freak out a little bit and really overcome with that sense of that fear of being rejected. And so I went into that class with this private teacher feeling really nervous and starting to doubt the fact that I could do this. And so I went along with my notes and my sheet music in hand and I went along to her and went for my lesson all excited. And very soon into the lesson, she told me that I shouldn't go to the audition, that I wasn't ready, that my pitch was out. And I just remember feeling so deflated. I remember feeling so deflated because I'd had my heart set on this and I wanted to give it a shot and I'd worked myself up to get the confidence to do this. And then it was like, boom. And I never ever sang in public within a group or auditioned for something after that. I would sing on set to myself or break into song when I was happy, but I never ever put myself in that situation again. I would do acting auditions, and after that period of time, I got into acting and I became an actor, but I would not sing again in that way because I was scared. I was scared of being made a fool of and being embarrassed again and being told that I was crap. And particularly something that I love to do, when someone tells you that you're really crap at something that actually gives you joy, then it really takes away from that, the joy that thing gives you, the energy, the life, it makes my heart sing. And so tonight I went to this singing group on my own, Kitchen Sing. They're based in Northgate, and it's just a really small group of amazing women run by this wonderful, amazing singer, Emmanuel, who are just singing because they love to sing. And I didn't know the songs. I was off key, tone deaf, I don't know, but I belted that shit out like there was no tomorrow. They were probably all going, oh my God, shut up. And it felt good. When I first arrived there, I was late. I was late. I was nervous because I hadn't been there before, and uh, I just didn't know. I didn't want to embarrass myself. I thought I'm probably walking into this group of women that have been together forever, and they've got this beautiful harmony going on, and I'll be like, I don't know. But I did it, and yes, I was nervous. Remember, it's normal to feel nervous. Nerves and excitement from a physiological perspective, it's the same thing. But one is negative in terms of negative arousal, one is positive. But we can reframe those nerves as excitement. And so for me, I had to remind myself, I'm actually excited. I'm excited because I'm getting the opportunity, A, to meet these other beautiful women, but B, to do something that makes my heart sing. And at first, my voice was tiny. It was again back to being young. I was holding back. Do you ever hold back when you speak or when you sing or when you do anything? And it's only like a portion of yourself that you're giving because you're so scared of being judged that you're like, beep, like this pipsqueak comes out. But then after about half an hour, I just didn't care anymore. And I was belting that stuff out. And it didn't matter that I didn't know the words. It didn't matter that I kept stuffing it up. It didn't matter. It didn't matter because I was doing it for me. And I loved it. I loved it. And so I've booked in for another, there's a smaller group to do a more intimate session. And I would love to keep doing this. I would love to even audition for some amateur musical theatre and just get this stuff out of my system because I love to do this. So I want to ask you, what is it? Is there anything in your life that you also have given up on, that you, because of a comment from a stranger, your family, whoever it was, your partner, a teacher maybe, was there anything that you loved to do? Maybe it was art, maybe it was singing, maybe it was acting. Whatever fills you with love and fills you with joy, just friggin' do it. It doesn't matter that you're not good at it because we only get good at something by doing it. And if you love it, you're going to meet people who are aligned with you. You're going to meet people who also share your passion. You're going to make these beautiful friendships. And that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So maybe down below or DM me, what is it that you've given up on? What do you absolutely love to do that you're no longer doing? And I invite you, I can't speak English, to join me and do it too. Or join the Facebook group, A Year Facing Fear, and let's do this stuff together. So until next time, and if we haven't already met, my name's Katia. Hello. I'm a my tummy is rumbling, connection, behavior, and body language specialist and mentor. And this is my Year Facing Fear. Until next time, I want to say that I see you, I believe in you, and you have absolutely got this. And let's do what makes our hearts sing together. Life is too short, my friends.